my goodness. That actually got to the end. Okay. I didn't expect it to get there. We are going to roll it back to... Okay. I'll put that up while I finish getting ready. Just a brief moment and we'll be starting. Got it. What the hell happened to the chat? Oh. Fun fact, the original name for Gruz's mother was going to be Empress Musnik. I'm going to press X to doubt on that one extra hot Cheeto. How are you doing today? It's good to see you back. Just about done getting ready. I just need to... this back in. Here we go. Hold on 1 second here then. So, put that up there. Let's go to Google. Gonna Google. Brave likes to use its own. Why do you guys always like stop putting they attach every AI to everything? It's frustrating. Like, no, I don't want your shitty AI. Crossroads. That's Vextra Life. We don't trust Vextra Life for shit. See if we have any trivia for Gruz's mother. Gruz's mother was the first mini-boss revealed in a YouTube gameplay demonstration video. It was referred to as... Yep. It's spelled differently, though. Yeah. Empress, though. That's a really... especially for that type of boss. Like, what the hell? That's weird. Alright, let's get this pain train started here. Alright. We go with that. And... what the fuck? Alright. One last thing and we'll be getting into gameplay. We got Zote. Of course the game loaded just as I stepped away. Oh, there we go. Oh, I see what's going on. Alright. I'm having issues somewhere, I knew it. Oh, it's when I open up that freaking tab. Okay. That's a little bit annoying. I don't know why Brave does that. But if you click away from your Twitch dashboard on Brave, it doesn't happen on other browsers. This is so distracting. Yeah. You missed all the rage and spite from yesterday. And that's what's keeping me alive today. See here, do that, and come back here, and do boom, 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 back into the game. Wait, what's this? Oh, yeah. Somebody's asking about like what the upside down hornet looked like yesterday, so do that. All right, we're in game. I can play a video game now. I hope you are correct. I use that very specific term. Because usually if I make predictions, what happens is the exact opposite in like the almost a violent manner, which is why I never participate when people are like, "Oh, let's do Gamba." I was like, I don't want to do Gamba. I'm never good at Gamba. I'm bad at Gamba. Objectively not good. We didn't get to the final phase in practice last night on Radiance, so I was able to kind of actually put the strat that I was thinking of to the test. Ah, man. That would have been pretty cool if I managed to get all of those and still not get hit from these little assholes. There's one. They have no regard for their young. I guess they heard me say that. No, they took it personally. Go ahead. Take it personally. Nope. Go. Kind of getting tired of waiting on him. From here. Nope. That's what I get for not paying attention. Up. There you go. Bye-bye. Think. Think. Come on. There you go. You're not the strongest now, though. All right. Moss Charger! Let's go. Massive Moss Charger. I guess there are the little ones in Green Path. Go. Hardest boss in the game. Scatter! Well, it's not really a scatter if you all run in the same direction now, is it? Hey, you're not upside down this time. Well, you stayed upright that time. Unfortunate. Orb! He moves way too much when you hit him. It does make landing rapid, successive hits very difficult with this guy. There we go. The good news is we can consistently clear most of P5 without too much difficulty. Well, I just wasted some soul. No, I didn't. Okay. Good. Don't you fucking do it. I'm gonna pop you out of the ground if you do it. You're doing it. Get the fuck out of the ground. Come on, little weirdo. Like a red mage from the Final Fantasy games. You can cast some spells, but not many, and they're not very good. Ultimately making you relatively useless in the end game. Although infinitely useful in the beginning of the game. Unless you're playing Final Fantasy XIV, then red mage is just all around really, really actually kind of good. If you know how to play it. I did. You have the cure and raise spells. Use them if the need arises. Oh, you little bitch. Go. For that.
Yes.
What? Ah. Come on.
Yes.
Little peepo spin there. Surprised you're able to achieve liftoff. You're a pretty big dude.
Finner.
Right. Get up in there and grab that. Really, really hope we can finish this today. I am ready to kind of just barrel through this game and move on to the next big challenge, which is going to be Silksong. Is going to be a fucking nightmare. Whoop. Playing like a little bitch. Hiding over in the corner. Little pussy ass bitch. There you go. Not difficult, it's just not fun. It's annoying. The definition of not entertaining boss fight is when you introduce a bunch of pits to a boss that is literally airborne and can attack you from anywhere in the arena. What does that sound like? Oh yeah, it sounds like Markov. Fucking Markov, man. Nobody likes Markov. Huh? Right back, had to clean cat water feeder? Is it like a are you talking about, is it like a fountain, or are you just talking about like the thing that waters your cat? AKA the... Hold on, we got a panic. I'm well versed in cat. My ex-wife had 13 of the damn things. Whoop. One of them was a Siamese cat. The cat's name was literally Cat Cat. My ex-wife had a lot of cats. It refills the bowl when it gets empty. Yeah, that's the... I think I know what you're talking about. Woof, woof, woof. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, we had like, I think it was like something like 5 litter boxes for the cats. We had like 3 different water bowls, and they're all kind of like that automatic thing where it, like you put the jar, like the jar kind of like, it's like a plastic jar that like latches into the plastic bowl. And it essentially, yeah, it works like a thing that just automatically fills up with water whenever it gets empty. I think I know what you're talking about. Luckily, my dog does not drink enough water for that to be a problem, so I give her water twice a day, and that's enough to keep her thirst at bay. That's always a weird one, because there's no third attack in that. Oh man, I was hoping that I get pushed back far enough. I had to try it. Alright, now we're just down to a normal Mantis Lord's fight. I can nearly do with my eyes closed. You're redoing some Radiant fights right now? Have you done all of them, or are you just like, are you just doing them for fun, or? I didn't do all the fights on Radiant. I don't have that type of patience. That's the only boss that will consistently piss me off is Absolute Radiance. That Markoth. I mean, but Markoth is... Everybody gets pissed off at Markoth, so I don't think it counts when everybody's getting pissed off at the same boss. Then it's just a bad boss. It's not even a bad boss. Like, if you gave us an arena like this or something, where it's cramped, so dodging it would be harder, like, I would consider that to be a bit more fair than literally having to fucking... Because the problem is you can attack from literally anywhere in the arena, so the balance is already thrown off. As in the AI, which is trying to defeat you, doesn't have to play by the, barely. It can fly off into a fucking corner and be like, fuck you. I don't think all the bosses were well designed in this game. A lot of them were, but not many of them. Like, Markoth is clearly a problem. Zero is incredibly forgettable until you're needing to farm essence. There we go. Yeah, I don't have a desire to do like all everything, like all Radiance or anything like that. I just have a desire to do like all the achievements, and my big goal is to get into Silksong essentially. Like, my whole reason for doing this was to improve my skills in Silksong. Because I started learning like the any percent route for Silksong as a speed run, I was just like, after a while I realized I'm just not good enough. Right, like right now I don't have enough skill to competently do the speed run, and I don't want to sit there and do it poorly and look like an idiot.
Bam. Finner.
I also like Silksong's structure, like overall structure in terms of like how it all works better too. Like all the different crests, different play styles that each crest kind of offers. No biz. Bye. I can tell we're gonna have a problem, Elder Who. Oh, hi, Collector. Come on. There you go. Whoop, whoop, pump, pump, pump. There we go. Can we get back to the normal music? I don't like the warped music. Okay. Oh! No one likes you. Hi, Graham. Let's do battle. Got Sly, Radiant, doing a very random order. I mean, you take a look at the ones that I did Radiant, I was just kind of like, oh, I think I can do this one Radiant now. So there was no real order to it. So I got you. I know what you mean. Alright, what do you... Okay. Whoop! Pew, pew, pew! Alright, come on. Come on, come on. Okay, there you go. There we go. Today I learned all the ice around us has now gotten thick enough that it can fully support my body weight. The way I discovered that was one of my neighbors has a pit bull that very much wants to play with every single dog that it sees. Well, it's like single-digit temperatures outside. I'm not exactly sitting there waiting around for Andy to play with other dogs. And so I took a different route, which involved going over the snow. And I could tell it was like not deep enough that it was going to cause... What the fuck? I was actually pressing left when I pressed the dash button. That's kind of like me with I think it was like a week or it was about I think it was about actually almost exactly 2 weeks to the day. I was doing practice against pure vessel. Ooh! I see, we got the shitty Umu today. The one who's like, I'm gonna gatekeep winning. This is why no one likes you, Umu. Awesome. So yeah, I did pure vessel hitless, but I was just sitting there like, did I actually just like, I was just kind of like quiet and locked in. But man, I don't know if I ever want to do like actually try and do pure vessel hitless. Uh-oh. Go. Get the painful stuff out of the way early. I don't know if you'd. I kind of do that with like food that I eat. I save the best parts for the last. Like if I get McDonald's, for example, I will wait until I'm done with the main food until I eat the fries, because McDonald's has legitimately like pretty good fries if you get a good batch that hasn't been sitting under a heat lamp for 2 hours. Back in the day, the long ago, when I doing those teenage jobs of like working at a McDonald's, I used to snake fries out of the little heat lamp area where they all sit until they're ready to be scooped up and served. So you're walking by, you just kind of quickly, nonchalantly just grab one as you walk by. Whoop. Nobody ever really said anything. I'm sure they noticed. Little asshole. There you go. Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna grab a clip of that. Where are you? There you are. Okay. That'll be something to grab after the stream. What the fuck was that? It's like a little period there where Hornet just literally flew straight into the wall for like a small eternity, allowed me to just sit there and basically beat the ever-living shit. Hornet's having, and she's getting on a struggle bus lately. Yesterday she wound up upside down, now she got stuck in the wall. Bum 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 bum. Bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. Not sure why I dashed towards that guy. Huh? Oh god! Okay. I almost went into the spikes there. She literally went into the spikes there. Hmm? No Eyes would be one of those bosses that would be hard to do hitless. Not hard to beat, but definitely hard to, like, not a hard boss, just doing hitless does not seem like it would be... Oh. Bonk, 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 bonk. Did you fucking knock that off? Oh my god, man. There we go, Jesus. Poo-poo boss should not be giving me that much difficulty. Well, he didn't really give me difficulty, I was just kind of running into him recklessly. Which I really need to stop doing that. That's a bad practice to adopt. Oh god. It's almost Markov time. We got one boss before the shit fucking hits the fan. Funny thing is, like, if they just reversed like Zote and Markov, I think people would hate it less. Because the fight that comes after Zote is essentially considered like a very safe fight in which you can heal in. Go. Go. Okay, we're going into Markoth with two... Well, we're probably still going to lose most of our health anyways. Because it's fucking Markoth and he hates any semblance of joy. You are not allowed to have it. Alright. That's gonna make Zote relatively safe. There we go. Do 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 do. He's trying to ascend, but not really working out in your favor, is it? Come on, we can get the last of it. There we go. Now it's Nightmare King. Nightmare King Grim. Nope. I saw what you said. I just didn't get a chance to read it because obviously I'm in a bit of a intensely high focus. Oh boy. Heal. Heal. Okay. Ooh. As for what you said, yeah, you can dream nail that boss, and I know the like the main game's like the non-dream version of that fight as well. It's a good way to farm up soul if you need soul at that point in time. which is essentially what I was doing to get ready for this fight. So we have maximum soul for that very fucking reason. I think I'm realizing why I'm getting so mad at Absolute Radiance. And I think it's because I've done all these other bosses so much that they've gotten easy for me. Radiance does not feel like he's getting any easier at all, no matter how much I play against him. Although I did, like I said, I almost beat him in practice yesterday, so... whatever that means for me. Okay. Weird. But there are other bosses that had like longer dying animations. I tried to dream nail them. It doesn't work on all the bosses. But for some reason with that guy it does work. In his face. Oh, motherfucker. Yell in his face. Okay. Hold on. Oh, I can't pause at this point? Okay, well... while the Radiance screams, and it's gonna have to show up... in here, too. I'll wipe down my hands. And I'm gonna die probably in less than a minute. Less than a minute, and I'm already like down half health. And he's doing all the attacks that are going to ensure that I get hit. Excuse me? E. Oh. Ooh! No. Oh. Fuck! God damn it. I fucked up at the start of that. I wasn't pogoing high enough. Ooh. Holy crap. I am in, holy shit, like I'm shaking right now. If I can do those first two phases, it's just a little bit better. If I just had like one more HP, I might have been able to pull that off. Yeah, the fact that I was able to do that in the NP5, that's the first time I did that in P5. Yeah, I'm gonna take a short break here real quick. and cool off real quick, just like, you know, 30 seconds to a minute or something like that. I'm gonna put on some music and go just calm down, because my hands are like actually shaking right now. So I need to calm down for like a minute or so, and then I'll come back and we'll try again. This is the music for the fungal wastes, yeah. I have the Hollow Knight soundtrack essentially queued up for moments where I'm going to take a break or step away if I ever need to like moments like just now. I honestly didn't think that that would be my first attempt today at P5. And here we are. Alright. I don't think I'm going to actually stop shaking until I start playing again, so... I think you can actually see my hands are still trembling a little bit. It's weird because, like, this is just a video game. I shouldn't be that concerned about it, but also... I was almost free of that. Once I'm free of this place... I have a rough plan of what I'm going to do for the final... It would be final 2 achievements, actually, because there's 2 different... This game has, I think, 2 different speed achievements. I think one is beat the game in under, like, 10 hours, and another one's beat the game in under 5 hours. Oh! How interesting. Bom, bom, bom. Here we go. Hey Nil, you missed it. You missed the you found the final mask shard. It wasn't Flower Quest, it was Bretta's house. Really? Interesting. You missed it though. We had a pants-shittingly tense moment when I got to the final phase of P5. I got to the final phase of Radiance in P5, I should say. So, there's no question now that I can do it. I just need to get the pogo. My pogo strat was a bit jank, and so I only had 2 masks. Well, not really. That loss, I will say, was entirely my fault. I wasn't pogoing high enough to despawn the exploding bullshit. So if you want to say that those orbs that track you are bullshit, then yeah, bullshit happened because it hit me. Scatter! Thank you. We didn't get any upside down hornets though. Although she seems to be trying her best. So I think what happened, and I don't know how it happened, but like I noticed basically when she was coming down, she like did her classic Shaw attack and like a downwards attack towards me, and I hit her with an upward swing. And I don't know if it was just the timing of it all, or if it's just like it was just a really weird little glitch to find. It was kind of funny to look at. I posted the screenshot of it onto a V-Swed's Discord, and someone made a joke about the infamous or the famous Spider-Man kiss scene, where like Spider-Man was hanging upside down. I was like, well, you got it partially right. You know, Hornet is part spider. He's got the gender wrong. Genders were swapped. Now kiss. Hundo, yeah. Ooh, wow. Yeah, the fucking ground, you weirdo. And go stink up the crowd. Go stink up the crowd. Bam! Imagine letting out a fart so powerful that it actually sends you flying like that. I bet that probably felt amazing. I've been on dates before. I know what it's like to hold in a fart. You get into the car and it's just brrr, it sound like a fucking diesel motor. The entire drive home. Hilariously enough, with my current girlfriend, we've already broken the fart barrier, and it's for that very reason. I've been holding it in for hours while she was here, and then I went into the bathroom because I was like, I just can't take this anymore. And I also did have to pee, so the fart lasted almost as long as the urination did. I heard her out in the living room say, "Holy crap." I was like, not quite. It's a gas, it's not solid. I just started making jokes about the fart, and now we don't have any issues with sharing our moments like that, where it's like, oh, well, like I know that she's had digestive problems all week. Yeah, so. Mm-hmm. You motherfucker. Yeah, it's just being a dickhead. All right. Mm-hmm. Yes, bow to your sensei. Splish splash, I was taking a bath. Why is that song still stuck in my head? They'll let you do that in Silksong too. There's even a part where Sherma can be found in the bath. This boss is like if Markov still sucked but didn't suck completely. That's what this boss is. Less shitty Markov. Easy Markov. Although Markov is kind of easy, he's just a fucking piece of shit. You're not allowed to hit me. Get the fuck out of here. No one likes you. Bye! I still don't know how some of these things got into qualified for Pantheon status, but here we are. Maybe that guardian was a guardian of that guardian who was enraged, according to his name, was the god of tits and wine. Maybe that's who he was. And that's why he's got Pantheon status. The funny thing is, it implied, like, the way these things act when, like, they discover that Zote's here. Zote's not supposed to be a part of the Pantheon. He forced his way in here, though. It's like... part of me always wonders what that would look like. You know, I want to see Hollow Knight from Zote's perspective. That would be a hilarious, like, April Fool's thing, or like an actual thing to do, I guess, if you want to. If you really, really, really feel that you need to. Like a silly little, like, free DLC either for this or Silksong. It would make sense to do it for this game, given that this Zote has no presence in Silksong. Let's go. Yeah, but that would be like a neat little DLC, you know, that wouldn't take too long, maybe a few hours to beat, but yeah, you get Zote's story. So they wanted to make him such a prominent character, clearly. Okay, what the hell? What the hell is going on? Hollow Knight Zote boat. I would buy it. I'd play it. Don't tempt me with you can't threaten me with a good time. Finally be able to play the bastard that we've all come to hate. Woo! Hear that, Annie? I wooed. So, you saying that would imply that there is a boat that Zote has. Or are you just using boat because it rhymes with Zote? No. Annie is up and mobile. I can hear her doing her little head shaky thingies. You okay out there, Annie? No? I'm gonna assume that she's okay, because... There we go. Annie, what are you doing? Moving around a lot right now. Hi! Can we not smack our head into the computer this time? I would really appreciate that. Sorry, Annie has come in asking for pets. So I'm gonna give her pets. Yeah. You want attention, I gotta give you attention, right? Otherwise, you're gonna go find something destructive to do. The definition of aggressive chewer right here is this little fuzz face. Funny, I've given her toys and she's destroyed some of them in less than 24 hours. You're a little chew machine, aren't you? You get a toy you like and you're just like, yep, Nom 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 nom. That's amazing. Like I seem to stand directly in the path of Annie.
Bam. Finner.
Hi, what are you doing? What are you doing? You want to lay down? Come on, lay down, Annie. Lay down. There you go. Oh my goodness. That's a good girl. Laying down like that and everything. Trying Pantheon 4 all bindings. See if it's as awful as Pantheon 3. I bet you it's probably worse than awful. Pantheon 3 was like my limit for the bindings bullshit. I was like, all right, I think I'm done at this point. You're a little escape artist. You get up and skedaddle? Is that it? Skedaddling Annie. Bum 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 bum. I imagine Pure Vessel wouldn't actually be all that bad with all bindings, just because of the fact that, like, well, maybe the health one, but I was just thinking about like the soul one, which is my biggest issue with Pure Vessel, or not Pure Vessel, but the bindings. You don't really get a whole lot of soul. You only get that chance to heal once whenever he's like stunned and shit. Here you go, despair, despair, despair. Nobody likes you. Oh god, no eyes is gonna be bullshit. No eye. Ooh, I'm glad that did not hit. At least not in the way I was meaning for it to. Whoop. Trying to think of what other bot, like, I guess Soul Tyrant would be annoying. Wait, don't you have Markoth in P4? You just don't have his ascended bullshit, so you don't have to, you'll have a platform. Nightmare King Grim, I know, is not in P4. I wonder what it would be like to do the No Eyes fight without all the extra shit. I've gotten so used to doing the bullshit version of No Eyes. It's not even bullshit, it's not hard, it's just annoying. Like, oh thanks, there's spikes everywhere, so now if I take damage, there's a chance I'll get knocked into your spikes. That's so much fun. Let's go. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. Mellow? I'm like sitting there like, this is the part where the stage transitions, right? No Eyes wasn't bad, just took forever. Yeah, because your nail, yeah, that would make sense, because your nail's set to like, if you're doing all the bindings at once, it's definitely, the nail's gonna take forever to kill anything. Oh, okay, well. Yeah, Trader Lord, I could see that causing some real oofs. Except for me, Soul is the biggest problem outside of like Pure Vessel, where I can only, you know, every few thousand hits I can only get like that one heal off, and whenever he gets stunned. Eat Peepo Spend. Can't heal in Trader Lord. Yeah, because you only have that one bit of soul thing you can use. If you use it on spells or literally anything else. There you go. He also attacks pretty fast, though, as well. So in that sense, you also can't heal in Trader Lord. Oh, we did have a bit of a Hornet struggle bus today. It was in this fight. She got stuck in the wall for a bit. Hornet, your traps fucking suck, so if you could fucking knock it the fuck off. Stop acting like they provide any real value other than to just be an annoyance to the player. It's like, good lord, Hornet, your traps are objectively bad. Nobody uses them. Speedrunners don't find use in them, normal players don't find use in them. The only people who might find use in them are people who do challenge runs, and that would be because the whole point of the challenge run would be to use only this shitty stuff. There you go. Smack that piss out of him. Hey, dude. I'm not Goomba. Oh, yay. Alright, that was probably the easiest no-eyes fight I've had in a while. Not saying a lot because no-eyes is just in general easy. Excuse me? Excuse me. Hold on, who's that? Arid Shoestring QB. Okay. Arid Shoestring QB has been banned. Probably trying to sell view-bots. I guess that's why people think that they can just decide to be a streamer. I've seen people literally like quit their jobs and end their careers because they're like, oh, well, I'm just going to be a streamer now. You just decided that, huh? You have the audience to back it up? Probably not. Most people don't. Everybody who sets out with a decision to be a streamer is like a job. It never, ever works for them. Hell, even the people who do everything right doesn't always work for them. It's just you're entering into an already oversaturated market. I don't know why I dashed away. Go. Splish splash. Give me my soul. I think Silksong does a better job of that because you sit at a bench and it just charges up rather rapidly. You don't have the dancing weird lady or any of the other creepy crap. It's just kind of no nonsense. I love it for that. Ooh. Trying to hold on to these blue masks because I know who comes after this asshole. Well, having them, I would say having the, well, yeah, no, the benches are ultimately effectively, well, no, not entirely, because you need a bench in order to change charm. So if you want to try a different build, like, it makes sense to just place at least, you know, have at least one bench in the Pantheon. And I understand, like, having them at the rest spots areas as well, where you can kind of, like, fill up. Because there's some people who may be like, oh, well, this isn't working out for me. Let me try this. And the max I seem to be able to do is 2. It's just not enough to get a good head start on this fucking dick cheese.
Bill, mine.
Now we're getting a little bit better with them. Not pissing me off as much right now. There's always a chance, but fucking Markoth is like RNG. He is the definition of an RNG boss. You want to stop fucking spawning those things, you fucking loser? Zuta these nuts, bitch. Bye! I think that was probably the cleanest one I've had to date. Bump, 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 bump. So, thinking more on those benches, Cheeto, I think you're mostly correct, though. Like, there's no need to set reset points, because if you lose at a Pantheon, you just kind of get plopped out the door. You lose to one of the bosses, you get plopped in front of the boss statue. I think it's they're mainly used as like a restore point if you want to save and quit, come back later. Or if you want to change your build. Because, yeah, Godhome would be much, much worse if there weren't benches to like swap out charms and stuff like that. Yeah, I might go watch a Radiance hitless fight if I'm still struggling after today. I think I might also be streaming tomorrow after work. My girlfriend's not going to be able to, well, she's not sure that coming down is a good idea. Everything's fine except for the weather. And we're not sure if we're going to be getting more winter weather this weekend. So, like, I completely agreed with her. I was like, well, how do you want to do because I'm getting ready to move. I'm going to be moving in May. Because this place has kind of gone to shit. I can't remember the last time I've actually seen somebody besides the maintenance guys on the property itself. Which would tell me that the leasing office crew is probably working from home, which means that they have no desire to be here. Which kind of makes you want to be here less if the people who work for this place and it's their job to attract residents don't want to be here. I don't know if they realize that like, that's a really bad look. But also, my girlfriend lives in Virginia. I'm in Maryland. If you've ever lived in this tri-state area, it is very, 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 very incredibly difficult. I mean, to like an almost frustrating degree, difficult to get to Virginia, unless you live like right on the state line, right where that bridge is. Aside from those people, it's not easy to get to. You have to go way out of your way, and you usually have to go way out of your way to get back to the. Like they need more bridges more routes into Virginia from Maryland. Feel in his face. Okay. No pausing, but I can de-sweat my palms. And we'll see how quickly I'll die this time. Let's hope for the best. I'm gonna be using that word hope a lot. Because besides rage and spite and fucking piss and vinegar, I don't have much left. Fuck you! Oh man, that was entirely my fault. I knew, but I was just tunnel visioned. Tunnel visioned. And I don't feel like practice is gonna get that, make that any better. So I just need to. Go again. I will say though, I am seeing improvement and that is very reassuring. Go. I was about to pogo off of him. He was taking too long for my liking. Kind of like this. Oh! Let's go. This Senor Moss Charger. Or Senorita, who knows? It's not gendered as far as I know. Oops. Let's go. Alright, time for Gorb. Gorb! Gorb likes to gorb it up, I hear. hourly reminder that I will not be streaming on Thursday next week. I will be streaming Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week. I am going to a hockey game on Thursday. As far as I am aware. My girlfriend hasn't been like, oh, my friend's all better now. She's having something done on that date. She's not going to be well enough to attend the hockey game, basically. Whenever somebody's like, hey, you want free hockey tickets? If it's for the Caps, sure, why not? Hundo, fucking... Hundo these nuts. This is like always happy. Like I said, he's the world's friendliest boss. There we go. Come on. Poor Tiso. Tiso just wants to fight, man. This screaming asshole comes out of nowhere and it's like, no. There we go. Useless, fat piece of shit. I'd rather fight Tiso. He's something new.
Yes.
Yeah, so. Yeah, so. YouTube peeps, talking to you right now. You are enjoying the stream and would like to see more of this type of content. Don't forget to like the stream and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Similar sentiments are appreciated on Twitch as well. But it's a follow on Twitch. He's got a bit of a people spin fetish going on there. Let me get that last bit. Splish splash, I was taking a bath. Oh, great. Less shitty Markov. Don't really like fighting that boss at all. Not because he's difficult, just annoying. It's like all the guys who, oh, I can hit you from off the screen, haha. I'm gonna go fly off over here every time you hit me. So that you can't hit me anymore, but I can still hit you. I find bosses like that to be kind of garbage tier. So slow. There we go. That does seem like in that fight you're kind of splitting up the damage amongst the two is probably best, just because the other one gets like speedy mode once the other one dies. So it's kind of like how here you take out that first one. Now all these people are going to go on a kind of like a psychotic rampage, so... There we go. Alright. My favorite boss fight in the entire game is at the end of one of the Pantheon tiers, I would imagine. I think that's the end of Pantheon 2. Oh boy. There we go. And what do you even say about that? It's like we're in the still in the like baby version of the bosses, unfortunately. You finally did it. You beat Absrad without your game crashing. Why was do you know why your game was crashing? That seems like I'd be more worried why my game was crashing all the time. And like yesterday when Annie essentially crashed my entire fucking stream by bonking her head into the computer. In that case, I knew exactly what had happened though. She'd smacked the shit out of... No. The one time you beat Absrad in P5, it crashed. That's when at that point I'd be like, alright, you know what? Fuck you, universe, I'm cheating. There we go.
Bum. Finish.
Yeah, at that point, I'd just like use some sort of like infinite health glitch or something like that, which I think there is still one that exists. I just like, you know what? I already beat him. And hell, if I did it on stream, especially if I did it on stream, I'd just be like, look, we got footage of it happening. I'm not doing that fucking grind again. Just because the game couldn't fucking handle itself. Like, that's... There we go. One down, many to go. We begin the P3 shit. This annoying little... And that's exactly why this guy's an annoying little shit. I don't think you've done that move enough yet. No, we gotta do it a few hundred more times. Yep. Heaven forbid I actually have an opportunity to hit the boss, you know. Can't be doing that. Like, that's crazy fucking talk right there. Who actually wants to fight a boss? Don't you just want to watch the pancakes slam down forever? I did. I was having a blast. Those pancakes were looking mighty tasty. Got a little bit of syrup, actually. I just realized I'm almost out of syrup, too. Holy shit. Okay. And all because Wendy's yesterday couldn't get their fucking French toast sticks with syrup. And on a personal note, I would personally like to see DoorDash go extinct. Like, I'm not saying to get rid of the meal stuff, just get rid of the scammy fucking billion-dollar corporation stuff that literally rips people off. Rips off the customer and rips off the, yeah, rips off the customer and definitely rips off the people doing the driving. So they get $2 per order, and a lot of people don't tip, which leads to civil disputes and stuff and the such. Because these people think that they're entitled to a tip regardless of their service. Because they grew up in an era where the tipping had already kind of gotten out of control. It's so weird to see, like, people today who are just, like, so ignorant of the world around them. They're like, oh my god! To see a floppy disk, and like, oh my god! Look at that! They 3D printed the save icon! I was like, my god. They fucking make gasoline off of my fuels. You make me feel so fucking old with that shit. My first console was a PS3. Bitch, I was already out of the fucking military when that shit came out. I know, because I bought it pretty early on. I bought it as soon as Metal Gear Solid 4 came out. That was the game that made me want to buy a PS3, was Metal Gear Solid 4. And that was definitely a very Kojima experience. I remember I had people like constantly asking me, is that what it's like in the military? Whenever weird shit would happen in the game. I was just like, no, nothing like this happens in fucking real life. This is purely a joke, but when you beat Abtred for the first time, it was with 8 masks. Now we had 9. The game really wanted me to get that last mask. Sounds like it. I think I just beat Grim hitless. Not gonna do Watcher Knights hitless, that's for sure. Hey, dude. Oh, boy. Whoa! There we go. Don't like you, Umu. Get out of here. Summon your friends. That's right. Mm-hmm. Holy crap. Hitless! Umu! Ask? Can we do you hitless? Without the taking of damage? Alright. Remember how you said you would start the first Ridley at some point? Oh yeah, in Super Metroid with all the obnoxious HP that does... Because that Ridley does such little damage. I think you might hit over 24 hours with that one. Alright, I need to lock in. Apparently, this guy has infinite reach on his fucking charge swipe. Boom. How'd it go? Did that final phase hitless? How nice! Uh-huh, bow to your sensei. That is correct. You want to be upside down at the end of this? That almost sounded like a sexual proposition. Go. I'm gonna take that, you know, no sign of being close to done means that Samus still has more than maximum HP. Excuse me. Ooh. Thursdays are usually rougher for me. I actually had a lot of work to do today too. For the first time, like, having no access, I was like, we don't know when that's gonna get fucking alleviate, and we have a potential partial government shutdown coming up this weekend. They don't reach whatever fucking spending agreement they need to reach. Good news of that is at least, like, we're still funded. We're not going anywhere. And even if I was, like, furloughed or something like that, I'd just take that time to look into moving out of Maryland into Virginia. We've looked at all the options, and it looks like going home is the best option for me. AKA going to the town that I grew up in. That's kind of an exciting thought to be. I think I'll be living back in Herndon again. Especially now that Herndon's no longer like some sort of bumfuck nowhere town. People are like, where are you from? I'm like, Herndon. They're like, huh? What's a Herndon? No eyes hitless? Okay. Like, it's not a hard boss, it's just a hard boss to do hitless. Yep. Bop, 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 bop. Hi, you. Doma Doma. He's Doma Doma-ing me. So, ah man, I was so close too. Hoping I can make it here. Excuse me. Are we about to hit the bullshit? Yeah, we're about to hit the bullshit. Everybody's favorite boss in the entire game, Markov. Comes right after this fucking shit heap. What was I doing? Ooh. Ooh. Let's go! I get this fucking piece of shit over with sooner rather than later.
Sorrow.
Fucking pussy's hiding down there in the corner. I'm gonna hide down here in the corner. What a little pussy. Fucking coward. Nobody's ever beat me in battle. It's because you fucking hide in the corner like a little pussy. Even Zote's got more fucking courage than you. That's fucking saying rather a lot, because Zote's a fucking stolen valor champion. Hello? Down on the D-pad means attack down, please. That wasn't too bad. Oh, a little bit scuffed. We got Nightmare King Grim after the... oh yeah, no, we got the forgettable boss fight. You motherfucker. There we go. This is always like a safety boss, almost. It feels like they kind of put this at the end so you can get all your stuff, like your soul and your health built back up after having to deal with Markov and fucking shitty Zote. I just don't like Zote's personality. Now, if they gave us a Zote game, I'd probably find him a lot less shit. I think like a little like silly Zote DLC that'd take like 4 or 5 hours to complete It'll be a funny little thing to just like release for free for this game. I mean, how they recently patched the game, I think, in preparation for Silksong. So like, they're clearly still know their stuff on how to like work this game. So why not do it? Just do it. Whoop. Although it's kind of funny that they're like, yeah, every ending is canon. No. Because there's endings in this game where Hornet dies or remains trapped. I think a lot of people are you know, understandably upset by that claim that they made that, oh yeah, no, there's no one canon ending. Wanna bet? We're working towards that ending right now. There we go. Pure vessel time. I'm actually gonna take this little break room to de-sweat my hands and controller. I've been going pretty fucking hard at it for about 2 hours now. A little over. With very few breaks. Let's see if we can even get past phase 1 this time, I guess. It's just hard to be excited at this point. Like the first time I did it, I was like, oh man, that was so great. We got to him at least. We died quickly, but we got to him at least. Then like, now like 40 attempts later, it's just like, oh my god, let me be free. Okay. We kind of dispatched this guy in relatively short order. See how this fucking goes. What? Oh, man. That's not good. That's really, really not good. I usually lose health in this phase. Like right there. Fucking what? Man, that was scuffed as hell. Well, Buffalo, as you can see, it's going better than it was yesterday. How are you doing? I've also come to learn that all the precipitation that fell over this weekend outside is solid ice. Like, there's no little, like, there's nothing soft left. It's... Thank you for the 5 stream streak. I really appreciate that. I don't know why that shows up in my feed. That's weird. Probably the first break room, I might take a break to go stretch my legs. That one was less intense. Only because I got cheated. I did great about it in regards to like everything else. I did fantastic. Like hell, I fucking whooped Pure Vessel's ass. Yeah, right? Like I beat No Eyes relatively quickly. Markoth didn't give me too much shit. Fucking Pure Vessel got absolutely spanked. Nightmare King Grim I think was hitless. No, I think I took 1 hit. Never mind. I mean, it's showing improvement. That's kind of how I look at it. Is like we're getting to a point now where like I'm looking to get the hell out of this and move on with my life. And I think that's pushing me to try harder. And maybe that's the motivation I need to get through to the other side on this. It's just that sheer desperation to just be done. Ah, you motherfuckers. That wasn't close enough. Ooh. And not that it matters. I think we got the Crystal Guardian next. No, we got fucking the hardest boss in the game. No, it's a good thing I did. It's a good thing I fired that blast too by accident. See, when he jumps, that's a sign that it's gonna be the hardest boss. The great challenge. Maybe getting hit on this guy will mean I'll be saved on Scatter on Pure Radiance. That's what you sound like right now. You can forget that I turned you upside down yesterday. We had a bit of Hornet Jink today too. It was in the second Hornet fight. She got like stuck in the wall. She did her Shaw attack into the wall. And it was just like essentially just floating there for like 3 or 4 seconds. It just allowed me to just fucking wail on her. It was hilarious. It was almost like she's like, alright, I give up. And just another reminder, I will be streaming Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week, as I am going to a hockey game on Thursday. I am participating in the tradition of sports ball. Go Team Sports. Except it's not going to be sports ball, it's going to be sports puck. And I can actually follow a game of hockey because, well, I used to like hockey a whole lot. To the point where I played street hockey with friends and stuff like that. And I always sought out more and more ways to play. It was actually one of the sports that I was actually, well, street hockey at least, I was somewhat decent at. Hey, dickhead. You ain't going in the ground, bitch. The only hit he was able to get on me was when I jumped over him during the intro. I couldn't even control my movement then. There's an idea. If you don't want to make him fightable in this game, you could, again, that goes to my idea of the Zote DLC, where you get to play Zote's side of the story. Learn what happened to that little asshole. It made him such a miserable piece of shit. Oh. Yes, so. There we go. That was pretty decent. Much like the... No, I wasn't going to say that. Let's not finish that thought. Oh boy. Almost let the intrusive thoughts win. I was supposed to take a break. I think I'm going to. I'm gonna get up and go use the restroom, and I will be back in just a moment. Oh my god, I'm gonna put some music on. Holy crap, that took longer than expected. It's not my fault though. I heard what sounded like screaming in the hallway. I was like, let's go make sure that somebody's not being murdered or something like that. There's a lot of reasons people could be screaming in 2025. I only want the good screaming to take place. There we go. That was actually pretty solid. That was straight up legit. You. Boo! Bye, Radiance Bug. You can see it. His eyes are all orange. Just like his eyes. The Radiance Bug too. To ask him, how does it feel to be a little bitch to a fucking moth? Giant moth that people mistake for the sun. Am I gonna fight the sun? I feel that there are some people who need to discover that the same joke is not funny for, like, you know, as long as people think those jokes are funny. I've seen people using, like, the same joke for over 5 years straight, and it's just like, I get that you want to think that you're funny, but oh, I gotta panic. If you can't do anything other than tell the same joke for like 5 years in a row, I wouldn't call that funny. I'd call that sad. Okay. Oblobbles! I walked right towards that, huh? Go. Oh, somebody's looking for food. Ah, hi, Annie. I literally jumped into an attack because I'm the smartest person alive. I just let that one happen. I was just like, whatever. Because then there's this. I am focusing quite a bit. Yes. Is that Renee? Especially with this fight, if you can see what's going on. Oh, you see? I look away for like half a second even. I didn't even fully look away. I just kind of glanced over. This fight kind of picks up in pace in the second phase. It's one of my favorite boss fights in the entire game. Just because it works so well. There's so much going on, but you don't feel overwhelmed. Oof. Alright, we're back to Mantis Lord style fight. And I'll definitely be focusing later on in the Pantheons too, because I'm getting close with Radiance. I want him done. I want to be able to move on to Silksong. Although, once we beat Radiance, we still have at least one more run to do. Thank you, Renee. I wish I felt the same way. But then I see people do hitless Radiant, Absolute Radiance, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not that good, so I'm not good. But I've had a lot of people come in here and say the same thing about how I play, so, you know, maybe you guys are right. I've seen some people, how some people play these games, and it's like, yeah, maybe I am good. Not to knock their skill level, it's just one of those, like, some people, you know, it's like Hollow Knight is like their first game almost, and it's like, oh, okay. Well, that makes sense, you know, you're still learning stuff like this. I've been playing games like this since I was a child. I learned how to play video games from games such as the NES Metroid. Anybody who's played that knows exactly what that's like. And I consider that to be peak gaming. Here's your friendly reminder, if you're enjoying the stream, please don't forget to like the stream and subscribe if you are not subscribed. Twitch people, there's a follow button. It's free to press it. Please do. Go. You don't know? Oh wow, Metroid. That's surprising. And also, we're gonna have to fix that. Of course, those are the types of games that I play on a regular basis around here. Metroid style games, Metroidvanias. Which that's what the Metroid games are basically like this. Except instead of a little nail, you have an arm cannon. And you're playing a heavily traumatized female character who saw her parents die in front of her very eyes to a space dragon. Space pterodactyl. Be more specific. So she has a badass suit of armor and she blows up planets. That's her job. Make planets go boom! There usually has to be some sort of existential threat, though. Because in like Metroid Prime 4, which I didn't think was a very good game, didn't blow up any planets. And actually, that was probably the most disappointing ending I've seen to any Metroid game in a long time. Nothing was resolved because there were no stakes, I guess, is the problem. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for stakes. Okay, that makes... Oh no! Stop it! Do we get to have a fight this time, Elder Who? Maybe? Spoke too soon? Well, it's better than the one hit he gave me last time. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Alright, now the music's gonna get all warped. That's intentional. This is a very bizarre boss. It is an actual boss in the game. If you die to this boss in the game, not in here, but in the actual game, like in the main world, not on Steel Soul mode, mind you, you'll find your shade in one of these little jars. That's the guy who puts all the little grubbies in jars all over Hollow Nest. Fun fact. Which is full of fun facts. YouTube's full of fun facts. Oh no! Fuck me, I didn't mean to do that. If you hit him before he gets to bow to the main thing that's watching us, he does exactly that. Alright. I think I need to learn to accept compliments. I'm just not used to them. Just realized I did Steel Soul mode, which is essentially a deathless run, in under 20 hours, which is technically 2 achievements. At Steel Soul at 100%, I should say. What I learned about that run is you don't actually have to do the entire game. You just have to get your percentage to 100. Whoop. Whoop. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. All right. Now we got yet another boss down. Oh, and a break area. We already have one of our... Okay, so we got 5 now. Cool. Time to immediately lose them all. Yes, that was hitless. Grim, I guess at this point for me, is relatively a pretty straightforward fight. This one's a pretty straightforward fight too, honestly, but I just get impatient when trying to kill these things. Alright, last one. Yep, there we go. Okay, only took 1 hit there. Talk about not being that good. Like I said, I just need to learn to take the compliments at this point. Because you're not the first person to say that. You're gonna be a dick, aren't you? Yeah, this boss can be a gigantic pain in the ass and a massive dick. You're basically waiting for those loud... I don't know what to call them besides crashing sounds. There we go. That was a lot more scuffed than it's been in the past. I've been able to do that much better before. Hi, Nosk. Yes, I've seen the thing. Go. Go. Alright, can't let Hornet's mask. There we go. Get it out. Get it out of here. That's a fake Hornet mask. Whoop. I want to believe that this guy's a flea. Uh-oh. I got an itch. Ooh. Oh. All right. You want to see scary? Here's scary. This is fucking weird as shit. What do you do when this is when you see this for the first time? I think I panicked. There you go. That's the final boss of Pantheon 3. That's somewhere you can stick your shaw. No upside down this time. No upside down Hornet. We got an upside down Hornet yesterday where she ended the fight and she was standing upside down, so her head was like facing the ground. It was really weird. They did one of those Shaw attacks towards me and I responded with my own upwards attack. Apparently that was enough to break her. All right. I lost Ken. Alright, made that with one mask. Sloppier than usual. Oh god, yeah, well we're definitely gonna lose the mask now. The actual boss itself doesn't do any type of attacking. This is the things flying around are this boss's attacks. There we go. When I use spells is very dependent. I don't like with this guy, I'm not going to use spells because I found this works. There we go, hitless. I think I've done him on Radiant in the practice room. Let's see. Is there anybody left that I'm going to use spells on? I'm going to use spells on this guy because I'm probably going to need. All right, here we go. There we go. That's the best I've been able to. Good night. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I always like seeing new faces. Well, you know what I mean. We're moving on to who's after the poo-poo man? Oh God. You're gonna miss the rage and the screaming and frustration that comes after this guy. Markoth is the definition of annoying boss. And I think everybody who plays this game hates him. Hello? That was incredibly frustrating. Pressing the X button, feeling it press it and feel that click, and nothing happens, so I get hit. And I don't blame the game for that. These fucking controllers. This one wants to start acting up in less than a year. That's fine. I finally, you know, usually I see those protection plans as a scam, but the fucking PS5 controller. Buy the protection plan. Oh my God. Whoop. All right. That's a fake death. No, I don't have any blue masks to go into Markoth with, so I'm probably gonna lose a ton of fucking actual health. Alright. How's that smooth? Here we go. Alright, Zote's next. He fucking stole my soul. He stole my soul. With his little fucking stupid shout that no one fucking cares about. Alright, now we get to the safety fight. Ooh. You You're getting a bit too ballsy, too big for your britches, man. He says he's the strongest now. I don't believe him, though. All right. There we go. Whatever you say. Weird ass. Jesus, man. Here we go again. Hello? When the fuck did I tab out of the game? I didn't click on anything. Well, that's gonna make things more interesting. Okay, I can relax a little bit now. I really dislike that he does this. All right. Pew, 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 pew. Come on, man. No one fucking likes you when you do this shit, man. Just fucking knock it the fuck off. Christ almighty. All right. See how we do against Pure Vessel. I'm gonna make full use of this break though to decrapify my hands yet again. How wild would that be to go all through all of Pantheon 5 without getting a single hit and still picking up all those HP things? That would be pretty crazy. Alright. Hands have been degunked. Only thing left to do is to give it the old college try in the last two. I'm pretty confident about this guy, but he's thrown me some curveballs in the past. only 2 hits. That's really good. I was starting to think I might do that hitless, though. That was a very solid fight. Let's hope this guy doesn't fucking have any BS ready for us. He probably does. He's fucking Absolute Radiance. No! Yeah, I completely biffed that. There's no one to blame but myself for that one. That was just a really poor phase 2. I was too anxious to land damage, and I was not focusing on dodging attacks. Primary focus in every single portion of the Radiance, Absolute Radiance and Radiance fight is to dodge all attacks. Damage comes afterwards. There will be openings. I just need to wait for them. This is kind of like an Elden Ring boss. It's going to do its 8 million combos, and I just have to wait for my chance to do so, to return the favor. The only difference is this one will go down faster. I don't think you've screamed enough. Scream some more. I don't think you've done enough screaming. Okay, so the jump button does work. It's just deciding not to. You know what? There we go. Jesus Christ, 22 hours of fucking... Dink, 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 dink. Get fucked. Hi there, Moss Charger. You're massive. Not that massive, though. Scatter! It was, oh yes. Our upside down bug, spider bug person. No upside down hornet. I still don't know what caused it. Oh great, Gorb. Gorb! Whoa. I just realized his things he shoots out look like toothpicks. Oh! That's what Gorb does. Part of me thought about loading up my Steel Soul run and trying to get to P5 there, because I've already gotten to P4 on that one. But then I just realized how pissed I would be if I beat P5. Although if I beat P5 off stream, I'd just be like, you know what, guys, I was practicing. And I sort of just kind of, whoops. I'd be very disappointed, but. Hi, Tiso. Alright. I can tell, like, negative 5 seconds into the goddamn fight that he was going to be doing a jump first. He hardly ever does the bulk spit anymore. That makes me wonder if they're like doing like little fixes and patches and tweaks and stuff like that still. Excuse me, wow. Cool. So, are these ant people like the guys in Farloom? Alright. That was not very good near the end, but I got through most of that fight pretty much hitless, and then they went down together relatively quickly, but... that was an alright fight. Oh. That red spot on my hand is still there. Kinda hard to see. I have to basically, like, flick you off. Yeah, it's very, very hard to show in a normal way. Yeah, you can see it, like, right there. The nice little red spot forming from all the controller, basically. There we go. That was a lot more scuff. The last one went really well. That's a shame. Radiance guy go. Soul Master. Luckily, you're still the slow one. Oh, whoa! What was I doing? Alright, we camp out over the corner. There we go. Huh? Huh? I can do it too. That was pretty nice. That was a nice little smackdown for him. All right. All right, now we let the insanity commence. Do 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 do. Ah. La 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 la. Coming down there, okay. They're really favoring the wall attacks for some reason. I don't like that because it slows down the entire fight. There we go. My dog was making noise. Turns out she's making water drinking noises. She probably sees the time. It's like, oh, he's gonna be leaving soon. I gotta make sure that I'm hydrated and ready, because we're going for the big walkies tonight. Isn't that right, Amy? I was telling her during the break, we're gonna go on the big walkies. I'm gonna break out. I have these little things I can put in my shoes and bring those with me when we get to the icy spot. I can put them on my shoes and I can walk on the ice. I won't put your booties on. I know you don't like wearing the booties, Annie. Although maybe I should. Actually, I think I will put the booties on you tonight. We're going on to the ice, Annie. We gotta wear the booties, okay? Something tells me you're not gonna be too bothered by that. But I saw you on the ice today and you were slipping and sliding. You were a slipping and a sliding. You were a slipping and a sliding all over the places. Okay, and it's okay. You don't have to look away. You're not in trouble. But we just gotta wear the booties. The booties, she doesn't like wearing the booties all that much. Do scritch, scritch, scratch, scritch, scritch, scratch, scritch, scritch, scratch. The fuck? Again, I don't remember clicking out of the game. Alright, there she goes. Okay. You gotta shower her with love and affection whenever she comes in here. I want her to have a positive association with this room. He does have a positive association with seeing me. He was moving extra fast in that fight. I can't even remember that boss's name, even though it was literally just on the screen. Flop. There we go. I didn't even go into his fight knowing his name. I know your name. You're a paint master, Chio. Yeah. And Oro and Mato. Excuse you. Nice.
Bam. Thinner.
Yes. Bow to your sensei. I can't even remember. Oh my god. Like, I'm losing track of like where I am and what's left. Yeah. You got them all out. He never gets them all out. Alright. There we go. Get that one done. Okay, yeah. Nice little distortion music here. Feels like a game of happy slaps with the world's most unstable individual. Right? Little giggles here will actually collect your shade in a jar if you die to him outside of this. There we go. Don't worry about that little red person. That red person doesn't matter at all. Your whole that person's whole job is to just be avoided at all costs. Do not hit him. Do not hit him. He will do a very unfair attack. Excuse me. So you hit him before the fight starts. I know with a lot of these bosses, you can kind of get a whack in. Yeah, he does that at the start of the fight, essentially. He also scream in your face. Alright, let's heal up. Oh man, I was hoping to get at least 1 or 2 hits in. You stand at length with his attack. When he launches that fire, when that fire rains down, you don't have to move. You're already in a safe spot. Just stand at the end of his dash attack. Where he goes up right there, that's where the fire forms and it just splits apart. Stay put. Consistent. Well, it's not consistent when you're up against a wall like that, though. That's why you want to try and stay to the middle of the arena in case because he loves to do that attack. I've had him do that attack for me like 5 times in a row in the past. See, he's doing a lot here. See, I didn't move an inch. I can do it too. Alright, now we get to the part that's probably not all that much fun, if I'm not mistaken. I believe we're getting to the Markoth portion. No, wait. Yeah, we got these guys to go through first. This batch of imbeciles. This alone, essentially like 6 bosses combined into one. Maybe 3. They do die relatively quick. There we go. That was not a very good fight, but can't have them all be absolute bangers. Oh god. This one's never a banger. This is a miserable fight. I will despair because you are not giving me a way to damage you. You're literally invulnerable right now and you're attacking me. Like, I'm sorry, that's just complete and utter horseshit. I'm gonna sit over here, I'm gonna do this attack while I can't be damaged at all. And it's gonna follow you around, it's gonna take up the whole arena. And the only time you'll be able to damage me is when I don't do that attack. You are poop. Signed, Poop Boss. That was a long shot. I wasn't sure if it was gonna work. It did. Just had an interesting thought. I've always noticed that the main soul gauge is what depletes when you use stuff, even if you have stuff in like those other ones. I wonder if that was just like a programming decision to always have that one deplete, and it's just like less coding. I just had a thought of like, why not have those deplete first? So that way when you look at the soul gauge, you can always tell how much you have left. You don't have to wait for it to like refill like it does there. Maybe that's why they switch over to the bar in Silksong. There we go. I'll take the free soul. Ah. We do not allow the fake hornet mask to remain. Ooh. 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 Holy crap. What the fuck am I doing? Beepo spin. Go. That's, I should be able to get 2 heals off of that. Now we begin the hyperactive phase. Need to go into hyperactive. Hello? Are you, like, suddenly God? I don't think so. Go. Traps suck, Hornet. But knock it the fuck off. Hornets traps suck. Hornets traps suck. There we go. Hold on, YouTube. Why does it always get like out of sync? Well, it's not synced up with Twitch or anything like that. It's just there's like some sort of video lag. I don't know how to describe it. But it's like there's a live, the red live button at the bottom often goes gray, meaning that it's on old footage, we're not in the now. God, I cannot wait until this is done. Now that one's a lot more scuffed than the last ones. We're getting due for a haircut here soon. Not this weekend, oh my god, no. If I can't do it this weekend, I'm not going to be able to do it next weekend. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get my haircut. It'll be quite a while before I do that. Doot. Holy fucking shit, oh my god. Stop being such a fucking garbage person. Jesus, fuck you. Holy crap, that guy he was pissing me off. There was nothing I could do to fucking heal up. And usually he's pretty lenient about that. That was incredibly annoying. Come on, man. I hate that there's a delay. And I've noticed that some people just have zero patience for the delay. They'll be like, the water didn't do anything. I'm gonna get right back out. Like, why don't you stay in it like for more than half a second and see? I may be projecting just a little bit because I was watching somebody play Earthbound and they were in Saturn Valley, I believe it was. Yeah, they were in Saturn Valley. They went walking through the hot springs. They would not sit still in the hot springs, which you're supposed to do. Earthbound is one of those games that, like, it tells you explicitly, like, take a moment to stop and smell the fucking flowers. Not everything needs to be a race to some sort of goal or finish line. It's okay to enjoy a journey. You motherfucker. Getting kind of tired of this guy. I get not being able to sit still, but there's a point where you just gotta... Bump, bump. Bump, bump, bump. Excuse me, what the fuck was that? Fucking shit boss, man. Oh, fuck off, you fucking zopling little bitch. Little cocksucking bastard. Fuck you. You're a fucking liar. The fuck out of... Somebody needs to get him the fuck out of here. He does not deserve a place within the Pantheon. Neither does this guy. This guy's a piece of shit too. There we go. Yeah, I think that may be a good pro tip for anybody who's looking to do all the Pantheons. Let Zote die. Like, if you saved Zote, start a new save file, let him die. You can let him die in Hollow Nest, he won't show up in the Pantheon. Because he doesn't deserve a space in the Pantheon. And the only way he gets that space in the Pantheon is by forcing his way in. You kind of see it with the Eternal Ordeal. Look it up if you don't know what it is. I've already done it. It gives you the Zote main theme music, which I find hilarious. That doesn't mean that Zote's a good character. This means that they made a good joke. That's why I have an emote for Zote. It's, you know, to mock him, essentially. Only on Twitch. I don't know, does YouTube allow for emotes? Like custom emotes? maybe something for YouTube to do is like allow, like basically take all of Twitch's ideas, implement them except for the bitrate, and then there you go. You got a better service than Twitch. Well, I had a feeling that I was like, this is gonna result in me taking damage. Yup. Almost hitless. There we go. All right. It is time for Pure Vessel. Pure Vessel. Pure Vessel. How's he gonna fuck me this time? I don't know, but I'm gonna take this moment to wipe my eyes out. Oh my god, I can feel them kind of starting to water up a bit. The lack of blinking is contributing to that. Scrub, scrub, scrub on the hands. Now, I didn't mention this earlier. I think I might have mentioned it in like a passing thought earlier, but I am thinking of also streaming tomorrow, because normally my girlfriend does come in on Fridays, but because of all the weather we've had lately, we've decided it's probably best to just do like a Zoom call or something like that on Saturday to take care of the stuff that we need to take care of, like, you know, finding a place to move to. So I might stream tomorrow because I'm very, very anxious to get this done. And there hasn't been a single Absolute Radiance fight. Well, now that I've said it, I'm not gonna finish that thought. No. Feel on his face. Alright. Let's see what bullshit Radiance has for us. You know what's funny is after this, normal Radiance is going to probably feel like an absolute cinch. All they did was take normal Radiance and like dial his fucking speed up to 11. Which doesn't really work when you think about it. If you get a bad seed, bad RNG roll or something like that, you're just completely fucked. There's nothing you can do about it except for spend another hour. Look at that. Love when he wants you to dash around, but thank you for that. There's no telegraph for that attack. It's so fucking aggravating. Excuse me, what? I can't do anything about it, man. That's the shit I'm talking about. That's the bullshit right there. Damn, that's so fucking aggravating, man. That's the shit. That's the bullshit right there. A fucking rotten RNG seed. All right, I normally go for a little bit longer, but I'm shut up, you fucking asshole. But I think I'm just gonna call it here because I will stream tomorrow, but I'm pretty much at this point I think I've hit my limit with Radiance bullshit for tonight. I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank you all for hanging out. YouTube people, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. But please do like before you take off. That really does help the stream get seen by more people, and I would like that. I can't imagine there's anybody who wouldn't like that. So please do like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'll be back tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time, with more of this, most likely. If you don't see me live tomorrow, obviously, you know, something came up, but I am planning to stream tomorrow. Just, I know it's off schedule, but I want this done. I want it done now. And if things go a little bit late tomorrow, I can just, you know, it's not as big of a deal as if I go late tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Again, I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you all for hanging out. And YouTube guys, I'm going to end the stream. And again, before you take off, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. If I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you when I see you. Till then, have a lovely evening.